Hey everybody, welcome to Coaching with Gloria. Today we're talking about how you build a community amongst people who serve the same person that you do. And we're talking about the most fundamental aspect of it today, which is what world do you choose to live in? I know that that sounds esoteric and irrelevant. Like, don't we live in a world? Isn't there a reality? Well, the thing about that is that we do live in a world, and the reality is created by the people in the interaction at the time. So, when I think about how to create community in the world of coaches and therapists, I think of us having sort of two general options for the kind of world that we want to create together. The first is that we can choose to see the world competitively. We can choose to interact with each other in a competitive way. I can look at another business coach, for example, and say, that person could steal my clients, and I'm going to protect my intellectual property and not reach out to them and never share with them what I do and keep them off my list and try to hide who I am and my resources from them so they don't steal it because they're just after my clients. I could be like that, but that would mean that I would have to be protective and hold a general worldview of scarcity. And I don't think either of those things are true. In fact, from my perspective, the world is actually a fundamentally cooperative place, meaning that no matter how similar somebody's work seems like it is to mine, I know that there's something that distinguishes them from me. And if not, then they need my help to make sure that they are really being true to who they are so that they're distinguished from others because nobody else can be you, right? Are you being true to who you are? And if you are being true, then there will always be a distinction between you and others. And that means that there's always a way for you to collaborate with each other. And to me, that's what business is about. We have to find the other people who are, what I would say tangential to us. Like they do something similar, but there's a slight difference. Like there's a person who is a business coach for coaches and therapists, but he does most of the technology. That's what he's interested in doing, is helping them overcome that technology challenge. I can help you do that. He'd probably be better. So we're talking about putting together an event where I help with the words, right? Like, let's find the right words. Let's tap into your passions. He, admittedly says like, oh no, I don't. They tell me and I go with it, right? I'm like, but they don't know. And the fun part is helping them figure it out. So see, we're not competitive. We're complementary. We can collaborate. And yet from the outside, we look like we do the exact same thing. And here's what I want you to be chewing on as you walk away from this video. You get to choose. I get to choose whether I want to show up in the world and promote competition, and everyone will respond in kind. Anybody that I think I might want to work with will respond to me with a negative. Nope, not working with you, because there's nowhere for me in that relationship. That's the other person speaking, right? Here, let's let Gloria do it. I thought I wasn't in this video. Oh, well, but I need you, so you're in it. I was getting my nails done. Well, that's life. Here we go. Okay, I'm ready. What's happening? Okay, Gloria, I'm going to ask you to work with me, but I'm going to be super competitive, okay? Why would I work with you if you're super competitive? Exactly. Okay, here we go. You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Gloria, I was wondering if you would like to collaborate on an event. I don't know. What's the event? Well, it's a wellness day, and we're going to bring therapists together because we're going to help them to realize that they really need to take care of themselves if they're going to promote the wellness of others. Okay, I can work on that. Okay, cool. So here's what we're going to do. So it's my event. So I'm going to go ahead and set it up, and I'll get all the email addresses, and I will, I'll handle all the marketing. So it's all branded in my stuff. It'll look like my stuff. You don't have to worry about any of that. You should, you should see Gloria's look. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there it is. She's looking at me out from under barely through her eyeglasses. Like, I don't know why I would work with you, frankly. Why? Well, it sounds like you want to keep all the stuff for yourself. Well, I do. I do want to keep those things for myself. And if I give them to you, won't you just cut me out from underneath? Well, if I would do that, why would you want to work with me at all? Exactly. Now, let's see how the conversation sounds when I'm just approaching you in a collaborative way. That sounds better. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do it. Hey, Gloria, I was thinking if you'd like to collaborate with me. I don't know. What's the event? Well, it's a wellness day. Here's the thing. I was thinking if we could bring all of the therapists that we collectively work with together and help them to realize that they have to focus on their own mental health if they're going to succeed in promoting mental health for others. I agree with that. And then what's great about that is that we'll bring them together, and then we can share all of the, we can have everybody's logo. We'll figure out a way to have everybody's branding represented in the literature, and then everybody gets the email addresses, although we have to, ask them while they're there if they want to opt into everybody's list. But we'll share all the information, and then we can each follow up. And maybe what would be super awesome is if we have a collaborative package where like they get a session with me about what's their passion and why and what are the words for their passion, and then they get a session with you talking about, well, what do you want to talk about? Fashion. I'll talk about fashion. Well, that sounds great. So then you'll give them like a fashion evaluation. That sounds good, right? And I'll bring people in that you don't know, and you'll bring people in that I don't know, and it'll be great. That does sound great. When are we doing this? Oh, we're not really doing it. What? But you were right. That is a great thing to do. Well, maybe we'll do it, but it was just an example for now. Ugh, I don't know why I spend this time with her. Well, because I'm fun. That's why. Okay, so that's what I want you to know. If you behave competitively, everybody's going to respond in kind. But if you behave in a collaborative way, everybody gets on board, and you build a lot of trust, and you build community, and you get to have great times together. Because how great is that event? Pretty friggin' great. So that's what I want you to remember. You create the world that you live in. Which one do you want?